Everyone, Gobotch here, back today with a brand new video here for NBA 2K21. This is the next gen version of the game, and we're doing something a little bit different here for our franchise. Again, y'all know I love my franchise content here on the channel. We have our ongoing Cowboys and Mavericks series for Madden and 2K respectively, along with a couple other ones as well. But I'm starting to do some different scenario type things, have some fun, do different challenges or what if scenarios. And today's what if scenario would be, what if I replaced every NBA team with their all-time great team, simulated one complete season? Who would be the MVP from all these all-time teams? Who would win the NBA championship? We're going to find out that today. Again, I've replaced every single team across the board. You see all-time Mavericks, all-time Pelicans, Rockets, Lakers, Warriors, Suns, everything all across the board. It's every team's all-time team, all in the league together. We're going to sim one full season, no trades allowed. I'm going to find a way to turn off injuries as well. We're going to stop at the midway point. We'll stop at the end of the season so we can see league leaders and MVP and awards and all that stuff. And then we're going to simulate the postseason and crown a champion for the all-time greatest team, according to one season anyway. But again, before we even get into it, I want your predictions down below. Who will, out of all these all NBA teams, and again, some of these you're going to see like multiple LeBron James, multiple Steve Nashes, multiple Jason Kidds and players like that, because they're on various all-time teams. But who will be the MVP of the league in this all-time league sim? Let me know down below. And also, who will be crowned the NBA champion out of all these teams, out of all the all-times? Who will win the NBA title at the end of the season? Drop those predictions down below before we get into it. Do not skip ahead and cheat, but let me know your predictions down below. If you enjoy this video and you want to see more of these types of videos going forward, support it, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, give me other suggestions. Let me know what other types of scenarios or what if type things you'd like to see me do here on the channel. And as always, support, as we're on the road to 20,000 subs. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out. But let's get into it, and let's jump in to our all-time team season sim here in 2K21 Next Gen. All right, so I've selected my Dallas Mavericks. I'm a Mavericks fan through and through, so I just wanted to show you some of the all-time rosters. So for my Mavericks, you have Dirk, you have Harper Blackman, Michael Finley, one of my favorites, Jamal Mashburn, Jason Kidd, even current day guys that will be one day greats, Luka Doncic. You got Steve Nash, one of my favorite guards, Jet, you got Jason Terry, Sean Bradley, Tyson Chandler's on there as well. For other teams, and again, here's what I was talking about. You had the Lakers, you have Magic, Kobe, Shaq, Jerry West, Kareem, and then you got LeBron for the Lakers, 34 years old, so he's 96 overall. Then if you go over to, say, Miami here, you have LeBron at 99 overall, but this is the 26-year-old LeBron James version, okay, whenever he was with Miami. And then if you go over to Cleveland, you got the 23-year-old LeBron James, 99 overall. So you got various types of players. You got MJ here with the Bulls, Pippen, Rose, Dennis Rodman, Artis Gilmore, and all these guys. I mean, this could be really, really fun. I have no idea who to expect to win MVP because there's so many good players, and I really don't even know who's going to make it to the postseason, who's going to be the champ. I don't know, but we're going to sim this first half of the season, y'all. We're going to go all the way to the All-Star break, and we'll see where the teams are at the All-Star break. We'll see who are the league leaders. We'll see who made it to the three-point contest, to the dunk contest, to the All-Star game, who are the captains, all of that. Let's simulate. Let's get it going, y'all. This is going to be some fun. All right, y'all, we're at the All-Star break. My Mavericks are not very good. They're 22 and 34. Looking at the NBA standings currently in the West, I'm not surprised at all here. I thought the Lakers going in would be the top team out of the West most likely, and in my anticipation, I believe the Celtics will probably be the top team out of the East. Maybe the Bulls will be in that area as well, but probably the Celtics. So the Lakers, 2 games over Utah. I'm not shocked at all by that 1-2 punch. Clippers, I'm kind of surprised at being where they're at. You got Golden State in there. Okay. The worst out of the worst is Phoenix. They're 15 and 41 in the West. Now moving to the East. Here we go. The Pacers are the worst in the East. They're 17 and 39. Then Toronto, Washington, Atlanta, Detroit, Brooklyn, Chicago. They're not even 500. I thought Jordan would do his thing there with those guys. Apparently not. Milwaukee, okay. Cleveland's up there. The Knicks, they're on a 7-game win streak right now. Boston's the 1 seed. So 42 and 12. Boston with a 9.5 game lead out there in the East. They are the overwhelmingly right now. They're the favorite. They're the win. They're winning the East, and they're the #1 team in the league currently. Now let's go to league leaders. Let's see who are the guys leading the league in stats. So Tracy McGrady, T-Mac out there, back with the Magic, 24.1 points per game is the top in the league, tied with LeBron, the Cleveland LeBron James there. Then you got Dirk right outside with 23.9 points per game. My boy Dirk doing his thing. Jordan, he's doing his thing, but I guess the team's just not as good around him. But Jordan, 22.4 points per game. James Harden, 21.1. Maravich right there, he's got 21.1. Pistol Pete, baby, doing his thing. AI, 21.1, okay. Makaru, Drexler, top 10 to finish out with another LeBron, and then Kareem looking in right there. So very intriguing numbers there. Let's see who's the top rebounder currently in the league. Not that. Top border is, of course, you got Dennis Rodman, the Mad Wild Man himself, is the top rebounder in the league. Then you got Mutombo doing his thing over there. Moses Malone. You got Cohen's, Mark Eaton. You got Kevin Love, one of the top rebounders out there. Moses Malone, another version from the Houston days. Ben Wallace, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell. That's your top 10 there. The assist game, who my top 10 in assists? Chris Paul, CP3, back with the Clippers in this version right here. 13.2 is the top in the league. Then you got Tim Hardaway for Golden State. Cozy right there, 12.4. Jason Kidd back with when he was with the Nets. Another Chris Paul version there from Houston. Stockton, Steve Nash, one of my favorites of all time. Calvin Murphy, Ron Harper, and then JoJo White are the tops there. Who's got the most steals in the league currently? AI with 2.6 steals per game. Top block man is Mutombo with 3.3, tied right now with Shaquille O'Neal. Then you got Wilt, Howard, and all these guys looking on. Who is the top three-point shooter in the league currently? Chris Mullin. Nice to see him, man. 5.518 3-point percentage right now, followed by Richmond, Pettit. Okay, BJ Armstrong's right there as well. Nice to see him there. Interesting. So there you see that. I kind of want to look at my Mavericks just to see how some of these players are doing. How's Luka doing compared to these guys? 15.4. Well, it's respectable. It's respectable. We'll take it. So now let's go look. Let's see who were the All-Stars currently. All-Star teams. You got Team Kevin Garnett versus Team LeBron James. Intriguing. So let's look at the starters for the West. You got KG. You got Michael Jordan out there for the Western team. You got Magic Johnson. You got Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki. It's a solid squad, y'all. Off the bench, you got Larry Bird, Kevin Durant, AI, Clyde Drexler, James Harden, Bob Pettit, and Scottie Pippen, rounding out the rest of the West there. For Team LeBron in the East, you have LeBron James, of course, another LeBron James. You got Kareem, Oscar Robertson, Tracy McGrady. Then off the bench, you got Wilt Chamberlain, John Stockton, Karl Malone, Dwayne Wade, Moses Malone, Bob McAdoo, and Penny Hardaway. And if you ask me, looking at those two starting groups, who am I going to run with? I'm not going to go with two different LeBrons. I'm probably going to go with, I like Team Kevin a lot, mainly because I'm a big Dirk fan and a Magic. I like Dirk, I like Magic, I like Duncan. All the five of those dudes I can roll with, and I can be happy about. So I don't know what to expect. I'm predicting that Team Kevin wins the All-Star game. Let's see who are the participants for the 3-point contest. Billups, Bob, you got T-Mac, you got Dirk, Kelsey, and Petrovich as well. Petrovich as well. Interesting. Dunk contest participants. Who we got? Joel Embiid. Pascal Siakam, is that how you say his name? Brandon Ingram and Luka Doncic is in the dunk contest. That makes no freaking sense. That's not what he does, but okay. All right, let's go to the All-Star game. We're going to simulate through a simulcast here, and we're going to see who will win. Let's go. Again, I picked Team KG, which is the West, and right now the West is winning. We'll slow it down once we get to the fourth. Look at it a little bit in closer detail here. So here we go. And it's the first team to score how much? I don't remember, but look at that. It's a 123-114 victory for Team Kevin as they defeat LeBron and the East. Let's look at the box score here. For Team LeBron, that came up short, Oscar Robertson was the top scorer, 26 points, 5 assists. He had 7 turnovers. That's not a very good number there. LeBron, 24 points, the team captain here, 7 boards, 7 assists. Another LeBron there, 9 points, 11 assists right there. Kareem, a 9-9 day. Okay, not the best numbers across the board there for some of these guys. Let's go to the winning team, Team KG. Jordan led them in scoring. We had 3 dudes right there with 16 points. They really shared the wealth, didn't they? 16, 3, 3, 3. KG, the team captain, 16 points, 8 boards, 7 assists. Dirk, who was tied for the most minutes. He has 29 minutes, 16.7 boards. KG, or KD, excuse me, 14 points. Magic had the lone double-double out there, 10 points, 12 assists. Larry Bird came out there 2 of 4 shooting from 3. Duncan, again, a solid game. That's why I love Duncan. He just does all the things you want him to do. And man, very solid stuff there. Pretty interesting. I like what I see. Currently, who is the front runner for the award race? Let's go look. Currently, most valuable player they're saying is Cleveland's LeBron James, followed by Miami's LeBron James, then KG, then Oscar, and Karl Malone. Those are the picks currently for MVP. We'll see who wins that. Sixth man of the year, they're predicting it's going to be Magic Johnson. You also have Jerry Lucas, Russell Westbrook, John Wall, and Manu Ginobili. And then defensive player of the year, I would not be shocked. I think Scotty probably will win. Pippen, Russell, then Miami LeBron, Kawhi, and Cleveland LeBron out there in the top 5. So let's simulate the rest of this season and let's see who wins all the awards and who will be the 16 teams representing the NBA for the all-time teams as we get ready for the postseason. All right, and the 2021 season with the all-time teams has concluded, and Bob Cousy wins the MVP for the Boston Celtics. I'm honestly a little bit shocked by that. 16.1 points per game, 10.4 assists. Intriguing. And that's who they, and you can do override, but I'm not going to override it. I mean, that's who they selected. Your most valuable player. Who predicted that one? I guarantee you nobody did. I guarantee you nobody picked Bob for the Celtics to win the MVP. Really didn't. Magic will win 6th man of the year, 13.9 points off the bench, 9.8 assists per game. Solid numbers there from him. Pippen, of course, he wins defensive player of the year, 15.2 points per game, 6.1 boards, 7.5 assists, 1.8 steals. Pippen's always been a great defender. That length, man, he makes him so difficult. Rasheed Goodrich wins coach of the year with a 65-17 record. Wowza. And then that's that there. So moving on now, looking at the all NBA first team, you got, of course, Bob there, the MVP at point guard. You got Oscar Robinson, who I thought may win the MVP there for the Sacramento Kings. You got LeBron from Cleveland. You got KG from Timberwolves and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from the Bucks, rounding out your all NBA first team. Second team, you got T-Mac from the Magic, Penny Hardaway from the Magic, LeBron from the Heat, Tim Duncan, and Bill Walton back when he was with the Trailblazers out there. All-NBA third team, you got Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul from the Clippers, Karl Malone, Kevin Durant, and Wilt Chamberlain, ladies and gentlemen. That's your third team. All-NBA defensive first team, you got Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Scottie Pippen, LeBron James from the Heat, and Bill Russell with the Celtics. Second team, you got Ron Harper, John Stockton, you got Kawhi and LeBron from the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Mutombo from the Hawks. So, very intriguing stuff there. Now, looking at the postseason, here you go. So, your 1 through 8s on either side. Let's start with the matchups in the West. The 1 and 8 matchup is the Lakers, the 1 seed taking on the 8-seeded Houston. The 4-5 is the Clippers against San Antonio. The 3-6 is Sacramento against OKC. And the 2-7 is Utah versus Golden State. Now, looking at this side of the bracket here, I am projecting a conference final matchup it's going to probably, I think, Lakers versus Utah. And I think the Lakers will be in the finals and probably win the whole thing. But I would not be shocked to see Utah in the finals there. Now, looking at the East, you got the 1-8 with Boston, who I knew would probably be the 1 seed, against the 8 Atlanta. The 4-5 is Philly versus Cleveland. The 3-6 is Miami versus Chicago. So you got to get a little LeBron versus MJ action in there. That'll be interesting to see. And then the 2-7 is the Knicks versus Milwaukee. I think it'll be either probably Boston or whoever wins this 3-6 game, in my opinion. Whoever wins in this Boston, it'll be Boston that wins that series, and whoever wins this 3-6 game, though, that one of those two teams will represent the East, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and let's simulate. Before we do that, though, I do want to show you guys and show you who had the league leaders and everything. T-Mac was the top scorer out there of the season, 24.4 points per game, followed by LeBron for Cleveland and Dirk, then Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler, rounding out your top 5 scorers in the NBA. Top rebounder on the season was Moses Malone from the 76ers, followed by Rodman, Cowens, Mutombo, and Ben Wallace. Top assist man is Chris Paul, followed by Jason Kidd, Kelsey, another Chris Paul, and Steve Nash. And your top 3-point shooter, I'm always loving to see this, Mitch Richmond top 3-point shooter. Steve Nash was on that list, third. Very nice to see that. So let's go ahead and simulate the first round, and let's see who will move on to the East and Western Conference conference quarterfinals. And looking at it, so some of these are, I see one sweep. Very intriguing. There were some game 7s that I did not expect. Let's start with the West. The 1-8 between the Lakers and Houston. Went 7 games. The Lakers took it. So they will take on the 4th seed in a 7-game series there. The Clippers move on. So it's a battle of LA there in the conference quarterfinals. In 6 games, OKC goes down as Sacramento moves on. And in 6 games, an upset here. Golden State takes down Utah. Did not see that coming at all. So your conference quarterfinals for the West will be the 1-4, Lakers versus Clippers, and the 3-7, Sacramento versus Golden State. It's a battle of California out here in the Western Conference. Sure enough, how about that? Now, moving on in the East here, a sweep out here, which I knew Boston was going to be tough to out. 4-game sweep there. Cleveland outs Philly in 6, 4-2 series lead there. Michael Jordan did his thing as they take down LeBron in Miami, a 4-2 series victory there. And in 7 games, an upset, Milwaukee takes down the Knicks in 7. Very intriguing. I want to see who the Bulls. Derrick Rose was the top scorer there, followed by Love, Pippen. Jordan wasn't even the top scorer. He had the most minutes, but he was not the top scorer out there. I'm actually very intrigued by that. I want to see game 1, who was the top scorer there. Jordan at 20 to LeBron's. Bosh, then Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was just having himself a day, I guess. 34 right there in game 3 for Jordan and them. Then he had 30. So Jordan, he did his thing, but Derrick Rose is also a nice compliment. So there you see your matchups. The 1-5 of Boston, Cleveland. The 6-7 Chicago and Milwaukee. Let's move on to the conference semis. Let's see who will represent the East and the West. Let's go. Okay, so in 5, the Lakers take down the Clippers, and in 6, Sacramento moves on. So it's a 1-3, the Lakers versus Sacramento out in the West. And in 7 games, Cleveland is downed by Boston. In 7 games, so the 1 seed advances. And in 6, Milwaukee takes down Jordan and the Bulls. So it's the 7 seed out in the East against the 1 seeded Boston. Who will move on to the finals? I'm picking Lakers-Boston. Most likely to be the matchup we see here. And wowza. Okay. In 7 games, the Lakers go down. The Lakers go down in 7 as Jerry West and Shaq and Kobe and Worthy and LeBron and Kareem and Wilt and all are not enough to take down Chris Webber, Mr. Oops, I called a timeout, Michigan days. Chris Webber, Oscar Robinson, and all these guys, they pull off a big one there, and Webber put himself together a game, as did Robinson, who Robertson was my opinion should have been one of the maybe the MVP. A 2-point victory over the Lakers, and they move on to the finals as Boston swept Milwaukee. And for me here, this is a clean, easy look. It's going to be the Celtics winning this thing. So let's go game by game. Game 1, Celtics win. Let's look at the matchup here. White leads the Celtics with 19 points. Kelsey right there at 18. Russell, 14. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in double figures there. It's hard to stop. The Kings tried their best. They were right there with them. But Richmond and Stojakovic were... And Webber was really hurting in that game. He 6 of 13 shooting and then just couldn't really get it going. Looking at the 3-point percentage here, 0 for 8 from Stojakovic. That's got to stop that right there. It was a trouncing. It was 119 to 105. Tough game there in game 1 as the Celtics take it. Going on through game 2, Celtics move on to a 2-0 series lead. As you see, Jones for the Celtics with 30 points. Paul Pierce at 26. That's going to always be tough to stop. It's another double-digit win, 128 to 117. Richmond and Robertson do their thing. Chris Webber as well. But Stojakovic, his shooting woes continue. 5 of 12, 4 of 8 from 3. I mean, 4 of 8's not bad. You could take that. But I don't think the Kings have enough scoring to match what the Celtics are putting up. 2-0 series lead. Moving on, a 3-0 series lead as the Celtics look like they're about to sweep this thing. Richmond again, 32 points. Chris Webber, man. But where are they hurting? Let's see. They're just not getting stops. A 142 to 120 victory. As the Celtics, you have 3 guys with 20 points. I mean, when you got Bill Russell down there and he's only putting up 11 and Larry Bird only putting up 10, you're having a good day when the rest of your guys are winning, and you're winning by 20. So it's a 3-0 series lead. They're looking for the sweep. Will they get it? And you better believe it. The Boston Celtics, ladies and gentlemen, in the one season all-time team franchise simulation, the all-time Boston Celtics win it all, as they have the top team, they had the top MVP, all of it. They sweep everything. Bob Cousy, the MVP of the league, takes the MVP honors in the Finals MVP. He averaged 18 points a game, 5 boards, 8 assists. It's too much, and they take the win there, as you see right here. Cousins tried to do his thing. Boogie Cousins, he tried to do his thing out there. Robertson tried as well, 34 and 29. It's a 143 to 132 victory out there. The Celtics didn't even let it be close, man. I mean, they just had all these guys putting in the points. Too little. Couldn't do it. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out if you were right in your predictions down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and leave me other types of video content you'd like to see me do. Again, I want to bring you more of these types of what-if scenarios. I have some ideas for different things I want to do both on here on 2K and over on Madden 21. Some fun ideas. And again, this will all be mixed in with our typical franchise content that you all know and love. So if you want to stay tuned for more of this type of content and be a part of this growing community here at Gobotch, subscribe. We're on the road to 20,000 subs. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a single upload. But thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. I really do appreciate the feedback, this community, and all the positivity you bring every single day. But y'all stay safe and well. Have a blessed day as always. And we'll see you back here in the next video. Y'all take it easy.